or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Welcome to INCRadio Oregon, where our brethren from different parts of Oregon, Washington, California, Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming greet you. Come get to know all of our brethren from the Ecclesiastical District of Oregon and explore our activities, experiences, and sceneries. This is Oregon.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to INCRadio Oregon. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Hello to all the viewers, the listeners out here with us. And I am your sister Flo Guillermo from the local congregation of Vancouver. And our topic this afternoon is building your strong supportive system. And this should be an interesting topic for all of us. And we hope that you will chime in into our live chat this afternoon. And before we continue this afternoon, we'd like to first greet and say hello. A very special thank you to Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our executive minister, Brother Angelo Eranio Manalo, our CFO coordinator, SEBC CEO, and president. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us, your love, your guidance for all the brethren here and around the world. So please greet us in our live chat this afternoon and make sure you hashtag your local congregation as well as the your group worship service. And also, we'd like to give mention our live chat engagement questions. So, because we're talking about our building or supportive system, we'd like to just ask you, how do you support those you consider your support system? Tell us in the live chat this afternoon, and we hope to read them during our show. Remember to hashtag again your local congregation and group worship service. Okay, we'll go on with our topic this afternoon. But before we go on, I'd like to just mention, and we'll mention this before we end our show as well, that tomorrow is spring forward. So we're gonna spring forward 1 hour, and so that means we're gonna start our INC Radio Oregon program broadcast 1 hour ahead. So that's gonna be 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time and 4 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So I hope you take note of that, those times for us here in Oregon as well as in the Mountain Daylight Time Zone. Okay, all right, let's go on with our topic. Building your strong supportive system. In life, we experience happy and sad times and often become very overwhelmed. So, who do we turn to when we have a great story to tell or if we need an advice? Many of us are blessed with friends and family who we can count on to turn to, or maybe some could still be building their support system. A strong support system is built over time and through our life journey. And so we have a couple of our sisters joining us as our panelists this afternoon. I'd like to call on them and they can introduce themselves. They can send out their greetings. Let us know what local congregation or district you're from as well. And let's meet our panelists this afternoon. Let's call on first uh, our sister who's come from the Northern Midwest um, region. And she's been here with us in Oregon before. Let's invite her back again. Sister Tony, hello. How are you?
Wow, I like that. Thank you, Kuya Tech. Appreciate you, Paul. Hello to everyone who's tuning into INC Radio Oregon. Yes, I'm coming from INC Radio Northern Midwest. You might have heard us earlier. So happy to be here with you today. I am from the local congregation of Sterling Heights. You may have seen me hashtag that in Team Live Chat. Michigan, the Mitten State. So District of Great Lakes. So super happy to be here with all of you today, Mano.
Thank you for joining us, Ati Tony. Always love your companionship here on INC Radio. All right. All right. Let's call on our sister who's from our district. And let's call on her, Sister Jennifer. Hi, Sister Jennifer.
Hello po, sister. Thank you again, Sister Flo, for inviting me. So I'm from Fruitland GWS, Sister Jennifer Castillo, and I am a choir member, TSV, and chronicler. I would like to shout out to our district minister and his wife, brother and sister Kadusale, and then our assistant district minister and his wife, brother and sister Karatativo, and our resident minister in Fruitland GWS and in Boise, brother Conlas and his wife, Sister Nicole, and then also my relatives. I have relatives in Oregon and also in California. And a shout out to all our brethren in the local of Boise and Fruitland GWS.
Awesome. Welcome back to our broadcast as well, INC Radio Oregon. We love to have Sister Jennifer also, especially she's representing us from the Idaho region, right? We love to go and ask them to come join us as well. Hopefully, we get to see more Idahonians, and they'll join us soon on INC Radio Oregon. Okay, I'd like to also send out my greetings to our resident minister, Brother Rod Reyes and his family, our assistant resident minister, Brother Albert McClintal and his family as well. To all the brethren in the Vancouver locale, thank you so much for joining us, as well as sending a hello, big hello out there to Beaverton. My heart is always with you there. So hello, Paul, and also to all the brethren here in our district. I love you all. Thank you for joining us. And of course, I wanted to also send out birthday greetings. Birthday greetings to Sister Kathleen Angeles. She's from the local congregation of um, Hillsboro, March 7. Thank you, Clea Tex. Sister Sophia Cruz, March 10. Also, Sister Anna Marie Cruz, March 12. So our sisters from Oregon City, uh, they're joining us or having birthdays this month. So happy birthday to all of you. All right. Let's go to our topic discussion. So first of all, I just wanted to ask both our panelists, what does having a solid support system mean, and what does it consist of? And we all have some kind of support system in our lives. And let's go start with Atitoni. Atitoni, for you, what is your what does having a support system mean to you?
When I think of support system, Monoflow, it's people, your go-to people, like your people that you think of in any situation, like what was mentioned before. You want to share good news with them, or if you're going through something and you need their opinion, you need to have like some kind of back and forth with them. People that you know are going to be there when you really need them. It may not necessarily be people that you get to talk to every day because of course life gets busy, but they are present in your life, and they are there, they show up when you need them. So that would be like my general definition of a good
Okay.
support system.
Yeah, that's actually pretty much on point there. For you, Sister Jennifer, what's it like, or what does having a solid support system for you mean, and who does it consist of?
Well, like Sister Tony said, there is that strong support system that we have, but then we also have those regular support systems that we find in regarding our health, regarding work, regarding faith, personal, emotional. Um, those are people that we search for to help us and help mentor us or give us advice in life to help us get through.
Yeah. We all need support system. We go through a lot of things in life, and sometimes, certain support system are for certain things. Um, for example, I just wanted to say, for me, having a support system, first of all, um, means that they are the people that you trust. They are the people that you confide in, and sometimes, you need help or you need advice, and they can be also the people that you share the greatest news of your life, and they're going to be happy about what you're sharing with them. Or they may be the ones that will be there for you in your lowest times or when you're grieving. Those are the people that you go to when things like this happens. um, so for the qualities that you look for, I think it's kind of general, or we can also elaborate on that. What qualities do you look for in a reliable support system, Sister Jennifer?
So some of those things that I look for when it comes to getting good advice for mentors, I look for knowledge and maybe some experience. If it's friends, I look for a listening ear, and I think we talked about that with Brother Jess earlier, someone who's honest but tactful
Mhm.
and cares about your feelings, just doesn't blurt out just what they think right away, but they care about your feelings as they say them. And someone with good practical advice. Those are people that I look for.
Yeah. Ate Tony, for you, what are the ways you build a support system?
Ooh, that's a great question, Sister Flo. I guess it depends also on what point in life you're at. So for me, I'm still in my young adult life. So what it's kind of happened to me is I've formed relationships with those who are older than me as well as younger than me. It's not just exclusively to just my peers. So the benefit of that has been I guess especially through radio or through our different duties that we have in the church, right? Being
Right.
able to form these relationships through our performances, when you have like with us Manong Flow, when we get to perform
Yeah.
together with Faith and Melody, just quick
Hmm.
promotion there, right? So just being able to, once you have that unique opportunity with someone, right, and then maybe you reach out to them and you tell something to them like, oh, I really loved your insight on this thing. I loved your story, and then that can spark a conversation where you can start to develop that relationship. A lot of the time it just takes a little bravery of just being able to reach out and just show a little bit appreciation to the person for whatever aspect that you admire about them. And that can be the start of building your support system. You look for those people that you admire, that you not necessarily you want to be like them, but there are qualities about them that you deeply respect, and that's something that you want to also contribute to your own life.
That is, I love your answers, Atitodi, only because those are the people you want to emulate sometimes. Not really
Mhm.
like be like them, but just to pick on the qualities that they have, and be like them, and to when you build them, you go back to them and say, "Oh, I remember what they said. Maybe I need to go back and chit chat with them and get their insights on." Those are the ones that you. Um, I have to say that your people. I guess you want to say my people, my person, or um, and and that those are the ones that you trust, and they may know they may or may not know your deepest secrets or your things that you're going through, and yeah, and that's how you build your support system. Let me read some um brethren who's joining us on our live chat, and I want to say hello to Brother Andrew Santa Monica. He comes all the way from INC Radio, Seattle. Thanks for joining us. He says one way that he appreciates his support system is I give them a set of poems that I made over the years on their birthday. Wow, that's nice. I also do my best to check up on them, and sometimes I give them food. Yeah, we love to have food, right, Sister Tony, Sister Jennifer? Um, and I think I you can do so many ways to support I mean, to appreciate your support system. Um, Send them out a message and say hello. Thanks for supporting me at this time when I needed someone. Uh, Messages like that. Also, I wanted to say hello to Sister Wendy Lowe. She comes from the local congregation of Houston, and it was my pleasure to host INC Radio Texas this morning, and she was one of our panelists. So thank you for having me, and thanks for joining us as well. I wanted to also say hello to Brother Kunai. Supporting us as well from Vancouver, Brother Nerio Kitariano. He is from Great Falls, Montana. Brother Albertson Makalintal. Sister Tony, Brother Albertson says hello to you. You guys were in the
Yes,
same district one time.
yes, they used to be in I believe the local congregation of Cleveland, Ohio. So shout out to you, Paul. It's always good to see you.
Yes. And just wanted to say hi to Brother Warren. Thank you for joining us. Sister Rachel from Beaverton. Sorry, let me go back. Brother Warren from Oregon City. He's the resident minister. Sister Rachel Cruz from the local congregation of Beaverton. Hi, Sister Marietta Miller. She's always supporting us, even on Faith and Melody. And Brother Bern Gonzaga from INC Radio Texas as well. He was one of our panelists. Hello, Sister Hera Brennan from Eugene um, Group Worship Service. All right, so let's hear from Brother Bam Conlas. Support groups are effective in lessening the negative effects of stress. Yeah, this is especially true when each member of the support group shares a particular stressor in common. Yeah, it's a good time to use that support system to, release some of that and then find a nice common ground on how to make things better for all of us. Sister Jillian Pimentel, one of our hosts here in INC Radio Oregon, she said, don't forget to check up on those that checks up on you. Share the kindness with all. And yeah, Sister Tony, we do that too a lot here for INC Radio, um, INC Radio family. Right. I also wanted to mention the different kinds of support groups. Sometimes we have new moms out there, and we have quite a bit of new moms in our district. And they go to each other to share, like, oh, um, things like, oh, what diapers you use, or what causes things that don't that helps a baby go to sleep, things like that. Some have, oh, take them for a car ride, or things like that. And we have a good handful of new mommies out there. Maybe we should have them on INC Radio too, one of these days. And then of course, I wanted to just point out that one thing Brother Vam mentioned is that a best example of support groups are the various Christian family organizations, right? Um, let's ask Sister Jennifer about those being part of. She's booklet, so being a part of the booklet Christian family organization. What do you look out there for, Sister Jennifer?
Well, I guess growing up, I've been a leader in the Christian Family Organization. So, and then and so when I'm looking out for people to be part of um, my go-to people would be other leaders. So if I was a Benihi leader and I went ahead and tried to reach out to other Benihi leaders, find out what activities they were doing to help strengthen our brethren in the local. Even as Buklod, it's really important that um, I try my best to work with the minister, try to see what activities we can come up with. And I know he's always reaching out to us because we have our INC giving coming up, And
Yes.
so there's a lot of things, activities that I've always been someone that wants to activate brethren, and I want
Nice.
to see what activities are out there. So I've been asking around to help Brother
Mm-hmm.
Bam, and so hopefully we can get more
Yeah.
activities going in Idaho.
We would love that and see more of Idaho. Just really quickly to you, Ate Tony, even in Christian family organizations, what's your take on that when joining them and activities?
You know, it's really great, especially for my age group, Sister Flo, because as part of the Kadiwa, or the unmarried brethren who are baptized in the church, and then the Binhi, it's so nice to be able to participate in activities where you can see the youth together working to build these different activities. Like when I think of the different things we've been able to have in our district, being able to see how everyone creatively comes together, even though they have other things going on in their life, like they're balancing like school, sometimes they're also working students, but then you get to bond together through those activities, and you lift each other up, because you can bond. Even though you're going through the activity, you can tell someone like, oh, I'm really struggling with this exam that I have coming up, and you're able to relate to each other in that
Yeah.
way. And it's so nice to be able to have that, because you know that someone else understands what you're going through, and that you kind of feel seen in that way, right? Like, yeah, this person gets it. So being able to participate in that, growing up with that source, is always so super nice. So really encourage everyone out there who's in INCRadio, or who is in Oregon, or the District of Oregon, to always reach out to your fellow peers in the Kadiwa and Binhi, because they know what you're going through. So support each other. Yeah, it's always nice to
Yeah.
have.
That is a great point, especially our young ones who are doing multiple things and they can relate with one another. So, with that said, it's a blessing to have people to count on when life brings you happy and sad times. Let's remember that our Almighty God will support us in every situation by including Him in our prayers. So, our best support is our Almighty God. All right, we have some great insights here, and we're going to slowly wrap up our show soon. But before we go and do that, and let's just say hello to Brother Ron Poblete coming in from um, INCRadio Mountain States. Hello. Hello, Kuya. Sister Sally Samorton from the local Babanuang district of Isabella West. And Sister Lucy Ancheta from local congregation of Charlotte and District of Virginia, as well as our brethren. Just know I see you in our live chat. I'll be going back to reading your messages and who you're greeting as well. And we'll make sure that we support each other in everything, especially here in INCRadio Oregon. All right, so we're gonna go to our CFO in action, and we'll be showing two videos of our INC giving activities that we just had. First, we'll be showing Beaverton and then Portland. Go ahead, Kuya Tech. Congregation of Beaverton conducted its first INC Giving, a food drive event to help a local homeless shelter. The brethren donated packed, dried, boxed, and canned food items. According to the local's chronicler, Sister Rachel Cruz, Family Promise of Tualatin Valley is serving about 1,000 individuals. They provide shelter, food, daily necessities, and career support. Their mission is to end homelessness, one family at a time, and their vision is a future where every family in the community has a home, a livelihood, and a chance to build a stable and connected life. As you can see, the brethren felt happy to have made an impact in the community and edified in their faith. Kuya, we also have Portland. Please play Portland Pop. The local congregation of Beaverton conducted its
The local congregation of Portland held their INC giving activity at Laurelwood Park. The brethren prepared donuts, coffee, and care packages for the residents in the neighborhood. Many people who walked through the area were greeted by the brethren and were given a God's Message magazine. The brethren are always joyful and enthusiastic to always participate in the activities launched by the church administration. The activity was a success, and the brethren from the local congregation were able to help their community and share their faith, all thanks to our Almighty God.
Thank you so much, Kuya Nico and Kuya Dan, for helping us feature our INC giving activities video. And just saying that for those locals who have INC giving activities or other activities within the local, please send your photos to us so we can feature them here on INC Radio. All right, we're wrapping up to our show ending here. It's so quick. But just want to just say our final acknowledgments. First of all, our brother Moises Kadusale, our district supervising minister, and his wife, sister Eileen Kadusale, our brother Noel Caritativo, assistant district minister, and his wife, sister Nora. Hello also, and thank you to brother Rod Reyes, district CFO, brother Paulo Acuesta, our district multimedia advisor, all our ministers and families in the District of Oregon, Brother Arnel Solana, our station manager, Brother Manly Andaya, our executive producer, our technical team, Kuya Nico and Kuya Dan. Thank you so much. Also to our behind the scenes, Brother Just Guillermo and Sister Christine Caritativo. Our brethren and viewers always joining us here on INC Radio Oregon on the YouTube channel. Thank you always for supporting us. And remember, next week, we'll be having INC Radio Oregon at 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time, 4 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. So thank you for supporting us today. And next up is INC Radio Los Angeles, California. Thank you, everyone. Have a great afternoon.
We see clearly now why they're always laboring. The church administration in these last days, they always remind us